The banks really, thrive on the community. The banks really thrive on the depositors. If they didn't put in money to their banks, they could have no liquidity to give money to others. So why the bank should not do for the community? So that was the basic idea why we went for a very well done regulation on corporate social responsibility. The regulation allows as much as 1/3 of the entire corporate fund, responsibility fund, to go for education. Many of our young people who come from very poor family, they don't know, they don't have the funding to really read in the universities or in the colleges. So I really motivated some of these banks to go for those kind of scholarship programs. And one of the banks really provides hundreds and thousands of scholarships so that the poor people's children can read in the universities. Again, the banks really provide lot of support in the difficult times. During the winter, this is the banking sector which comes forward with millions of blankets for the very poor. Nowhere in the world you would find that kind of contribution from the banking sector. And not only for their own people, they also do it for the neighbors. You remember there was a big earthquake in Nepal. When there was an earthquake, when we heard that many people in Nepal are really having an awful life because of this earthquake. So I asked the banks to really provide their corporate social responsibility funds to take some of the blankets, some of the food, some of the money to Nepal. And believe it or not, almost all banks came forward with huge kind of contributions. And then I handed over this to an ambassador of Nepal, and he took it forward to his country. And the Nepalese Prime Minister wrote me a letter thanking me. And I thought this was a great gesture. No other central bank in the world could have done it, for their neighbors. On our country itself, we have been helping. The banks are running hospitals. One of the banks run as many as 8 hospitals in Dhaka city alone. There are many banks who have in Bangladesh. Another example I want to give is the burn unit. As you know, there are a lot of patients who get burned, and particularly in a political crisis, a lot of people get burned. And when people are getting burnt and dying, we really came forward. Many banks came forward to give money to the burn unit of Dhaka Medical College, and they handed over the money to the Prime Minister. And then through them, we really went to the burn unit, and one of the best burn units now in the country is a Dhaka Medical College burn unit. And this is the product of the corporate social or the CSR fund of the banks. The education sector has benefited the most from the CSR fund. This Dhaka University, the whole I am sitting here, is also a contribution of the CSR fund of a bank. And many of the departments of the Dhaka University are getting the benefits of infrastructure support from the banks, and the Center of Excellence here in Dhaka University and many other places have been benefiting from the banks. And banks are not only providing infrastructure, they are providing scholarships to our students in the Dhaka University and other universities. And banks are also providing support for entrepreneurship development. They are providing a lot of entrepreneurship development. As much as 2,000 million taka really comes in the form of educational kind of scholarships for the poor people of Bangladesh. I think this is something amazing. I have been into some of this CSR distribution program, and when this poor girl or boy actually talk about their feelings, that how they benefited from the CSR funding of the banks, it's really mind-boggling. I feel so kind of emotionally bonded with it that we could have given this to our children who would have never studied into the higher education. So I think banks are really not much more humane, and they are doing a lot for the society, and this corporate social responsibility, this central bank always prepares a report at the end of the day, and this report really gets reflected in their website, and they really project the best of the banks who really do corporate social responsibility, and that's how they brand it. The banks get branded through that matter. And in India, corporate social responsibility doesn't mean only helping. Corporate social responsibility can also come by supporting. Say, for example, when the banks support for the farmers with 4% rate of interest for producing spices, onions, dals, or anything. These are the kind of corporate social responsibility. They are going into a priority sector lending. This is a corporate social responsibility they are playing. The banks are playing, and banks are doing it with really, with a lot of enthusiasm, because they have been duly motivated by the regulators. And I thought Bangladesh is moving forward development objective, which is sustainable, which is humane, and where the central bank and the banking sector as a whole are playing very, very significant role.